If you keep restarting your habits, it's not because you're lazy. It's because the wrong habits are doing the heavy lifting. Most people start strong and hit a wall and snap back into comfort like a rubber band. If you're the type of person who's disciplined for a week and then see it all fall apart, this video is for you. I'm going to go over a small category of habits that replenish your energy instead of drain it, and quietly make the harder habits more possible. And no further ado, this is episode 1 of 6 of the Playbook to unlock your full potential. And today we'll go over and break down what are ripple habits, why they are helpful, and how to identify yours. So then, what are ripple habits? So ripple habits are also referred to as keystone habits, and they're simply the habits that compound and make everything else easier after you do them. They are the habits that make you wonder like, oh, I can keep going. I feel clearer. I feel good. This feels amazing. And they always end up replenishing your energy, but have an amazing compounding aspect to them. To really bring this home, I'm going to show you how ripple habits act like a rock in a pond. So to illustrate this, we can see that R is the ripple habit. It acts like the stone in the pond. Once it's dropped, it allows every other habit to move with it. It allows everything else to move. It replenishes lost energy and makes the daunting habits feel more possible. That's why a ripple habit doesn't necessarily equal more work. It simply reduces resistance with the other habits. So these other habits benefit from the ability that the ripple habit has this compounding effect that once it is done and executed, it allows other habits to benefit. But more importantly, once it's done, it creates a confidence-competence loop. So that competence loop allows us to tackle these harder habits. I know the spelling, but tackle the harder habits with much more perseverance. So that's why ripple habits are it starts with episode 1, simply because it carries so much emphasis on the ability to make other habits more doable, but also it carries like this pillar effect that allows the foundation to hold even when other habits seem hard, that you're like, oh, I can do this, so I can do the rest. So then, ripple habits compound energy and proof, not pressure. And just like I said earlier, they act as pillars to hold a structure even on bad days. So then my main 4 ripple habits come down to fasting, that is engaging in a difficulty task of not eating for 24 to 36 to 48 to 72 hours bi-weekly or monthly or quarterly. So that's something which I do. And then I have meditation, which is another ripple habit that is immensely improving my focus, but also keeping me grounded and grateful, and also focusing on calmness. And then exercise, the main one, is what keeps me focused on, working on goals and getting more progress done, but also hitting new personal records. And then we have cold showers, which I do every morning, and it's just a good thing to start the day with, something really hard but yet powerful, where I engage in a really cold shower first thing in the morning to help remind myself of the things that I have to do in the day, and starting with something hard. So then, like, if I were to just put this down and explain this, it comes down to just this. It's a habit loop diagram where the cue is, for me, it usually comes down to timing. Like, my cold showers are in the morning, so it's usually just a timing perspective, so my cold showers will be in the morning, my exercise will be at this specific time, and the fasting is again based on time. So time is a really like my way to go, but there's other ways to start the cue. And then the action is doing it, and then the reward is the accomplishment of doing it, and then the trust builds, which comes back to the ripple effect of, such as the pond rippling to other habits. So because I do these ripple habits, everything else just falls into place because of this ability to follow this. So then those were my ripple habits. I'm not saying to directly copying them, but I'm inviting you to notice and understand what would be your ripple habits. What would be those habits that give you energy and replenish yourself and help other things feel easier. So then now we know that what are those things that we can do to tell the brain that, hey, when this is done, you can expect more autonomy next time. So that gives you more ability to move with this agency now. So great. Now we know all this habit jargon. We need to remember one important thing though, that habits don't fail because of lack of willpower. They actually fail because we don't create the environment that supports them. So it's simple. If our environment fights us, the habit dies. So then if I were to sum up this, I really want to leave this one action. Find the habit, ripple habit, that gives you energy and clarity, and you can follow it for 7 days straight, but make the environment support the habit and make it easiest to do. So this action teaches you 2 skills at once: how to shape what you can control and how to accept what you can't control. This is why episode 1 starts with introducing ripple habits, because it's simply the entry to self-mastery. Not because it's impressive, because it's repeatable, and therefore it compounds. And they turn discipline into something that you used to force into something that comes naturally. So what comes next? In episode 2, we'll talk about how we can shape purpose and how we can use our past and the pain that we had wisely to make us stronger and make the future us more capable. So I'm going to leave you with this. Ripple habits compound, undeniable proof of who you're becoming until skipping them no longer makes sense. So that was this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and tune in for episode 2 coming out soon.